Big hot.
Filling the stall. A Little Brown Bear, a little slow to begin, away fairly well towards the inside was Glowing Tribute, and down on its inside was Vain Warrior. With that division, Little Brown Bear working up to them, and Marwell showing good speed. Acid Test is working into the race nicely from St Maur Jungle Tales. They were followed then by Crown Bolt, and further back behind them now on the outside is Wild Water joining in as they run to the 600 metre mark, the deepest of them all. Marwell led by a length, but Wild Water, the youngster by Brave Show, is picking it up, followed over on the inside by Acid Test. They were followed by St Maur, and further back Jungle Tales, and then came Crown Bolt, and further back Little Brown Bear, Vain Warrior, and not doing much Glowing Tribute, but it's a line of 4 to the 270. We're now under the whip on the outside. Wild Water is struggling to pick up the toppy. Acid Test, who's gone to the lead. Acid Test has got about 2 in front now of St Maur. Wild Water racing greenly, and down the outside Little Brown Bear is coming late but well. It's Acid Test, nursed to the line though, and does it well by 3 on the post, and gets home from in second position St Maur. Third Little Brown Bear, then came Jungle Tales, and now making ground Glowing Tribute out wide. They were followed then by Wild Water, who raced greenly over the last 200. Marwell knocking up, and in that division too was Crown Bolt amongst the last ones home with Vain Warrior.
1, 7 and 5 it looks like. Colin Hayes, the Hayes clan had $22.20. They're moving up at Flemington. Look at Victoria Park, race 2, 1 Acid Test, 130 and 70. 7 St Maur, 260 and 5. Little Brown Bear, 405. Quinella, $16.15. And the trifecta, $231.55. Bruce McAvaney, as they're moving up there behind the barrier, you're going to support the Prime Minister Bob Hawke and think that Tara Path is the one to beat, Bruce?
Well, I have supported the Prime Minister in the past, Tony, but I don't know about Tara. Much movement. Prince Silet was a bit toey. Away they go. They jumped all right. Red William out the back with Let's Early, and also Village Glen and Red Canvas. Mixed Revenge got away well with Gold Ranger, and Cordonia Boy showing good speed in the early stages, and also White Rock Boy. Lord Lonsdale just in behind those horses, and Della hard ridden from the outside, and Tara Pass up near the leaders. Ferdinand Princess is back about 6 with Royal Title, Prince Silet, Pontifico, Village Glen, Red Canvas, and 3 to Red William. Going past the 1600, and Della outside Tara Path. Cordonia Boy's boy lost the cloth of his cap, and Tara Path let Andella go to the lead. Moving up on the outside is Pertinent Princess, and Tara Path gets a trail from Cordonia Boy. Mixed Revenge is tucked away on the inside, and Lord Lonsdale just in front of those. A length and a half then to Gold Ranger pulling hard. Royal Title outside of it, a length and a half further back. White Rock Boy with his stablemate Prince Silet on the outside. Then Pontifico a half to Village Glen, Red Canvas, and 2 to Red William. Going up towards the 1,000, and Della about a half. Pertinent Princess, 2 of the roughies in the race. Lord Lonsdale outside Tara Path being given the run of the race. Cordonia Boy travelling all right with Mixed Revenge the inside. 2 to Royal Title, Gold Ranger, Prince Silet. Pontifico starting to wind up. Further back on the field, Red Canvas. White Rock Boy going backwards. Then Village Glen, as one of them copped the check. Pertinent Princess has dropped out sharply, and Red William. Something wrong with Pertinent Princess, I'd say. On the turn at the 600, and Tara Path left in front a long way from home. Lord Lonsdale on the outside. Cordonia Boy 4 wide, then Mixed Revenge. Prince Silet coming with a run, and Pontifico and Royal Title. In the straight, Tara Path about a neck in front. Gouch Fields for the whip. Lord Lonsdale and Cordonia Boy, and Pontifico running on well from Mixed Revenge. Tara Path in front of the 300. Pontifico's joined in quickly. Mixed Revenge, Red Canvas, and Royal Title running on late. Pontifico took the lead. Royal Title's finishing pretty well. Tara Path and Mixed Revenge, but Pontifico's 3/4 of a length in front and will hang on and win from Mixed Revenge. Third place in Royal Title, then Tara Path, Red Canvas. Behind those horses would have been Lord Lonsdale, Cordonia Boy. Then came Gold Ranger, Prince Silet, one of the last to finish, Red William. Back with it would have been Andella, White Rock Boy, Village Glen, and Pertinent Princess has tailed in about 100 metres behind those. Hope you got the tip, Tony. It was a bit late, I know.
Yes, it was a good, well done, Bruce.
Bit late, but Pontifico's won. He's a good, strong stayer. He's running the Gibson Carmichael. Was a little bit too good for this field. He was right on the heels of the place getters there, and he's been looking for some distance. It's 9, 2 and 7. Second 2, Mixed Revenge, Harry White, and third 7, Royal Title, P. Highland. But Pontifico, ridden by Chris Barrett, has won.
Available for Flemington race 3. It was 9, 2 and 7, 6, 20 and 1. 165. Mixed Revenge was 135, and 7 Royal Title at $4.15. The Quinella 42.80 trifecta $1,370.15. Sydney's just about ready. Let's go to Ian Craig now.
Total Control, the early leader. Rocket Lad goes to second. Bow Kingdom third, and fourth now is C'est La Vie. Then Military Attaché, followed by Prince Toranaga. Second last being at this stage Solvare, and a length and a half to Algonquin Club. Along past the 1200, and Rocket Lad's in front, and he's keen to go faster. He's a half length on Total Control. Military Attaché 3 off the rails third, then Bow Kingdom right on the inside, followed by Prince Toranaga. A length and a half then coming C'est La Vie at his girth on the outside, Solvare, and 2.5 to Algonquin Club. At the 820, and Rocket Lad allowed rein by the Duff, leads by 2.5 lengths now. Second posse Total Control, 2 to Military Attaché, a length the Bow Kingdom, then Prince Toranaga, C'est La Vie, Solvare, and 3 lengths off to Algonquin Club. At the 700 metres, and Rocket Lad, the one they've put a packet on's gone further in front, leads by 6 lengths Military Attaché and Bow Kingdom. Total Control giving ground on the inside, then C'est La Vie, Prince Toranaga, second last Solvare, and Algonquin Club is last of all around the corner, and Rocket Lad straightens up about 5 lengths on Bow Kingdom, third on the outer Military Attaché, and then C'est La Vie, 300 to go, and Rocket Lad by 2.5 Military Attaché. Bow Kingdom on the inside, the rider's gone for it, and 2 to Prince Toranaga at the 150, and Rocket Lad, the Duff draws the Persuader. Military Attaché is coming at Rocket Lad. Rocket Lad still in front of Military Attaché, and Rocket Lad, cleverly ridden, wins the money. Rocket Lad from Military Attaché, Bow Kingdom or the fast finishing Algonquin Club for third, and not a bad Newcastle Cup trial by Algonquin Club, then Solvare, Prince Toranaga, Total Control, and C'est La Vie was last.
Well, it looks like 7, 5 and 2 in the David Winwines handicap in Sydney then. And 7 is Rocket Lad, who was backed in from 10s to 3s. Unfortunately, we couldn't give you the information because we were lucky we actually missed the start. But
Jala on the rise showing pace, and out deep on the track too is Bells on her toes, even wider out Sculptor's Blue, and also Calabrasella Court Fairy. Bells on her toes racing a little greenly, going through along the inside Prosperous Lady, ahead of it Bravish, Defiant Wonder as they link up to the course proper and run to the 600 metre mark though, and in the inside running it's Bravish Clear. Now going up to it is Jala, just behind them on the rise, being worked upon though, and coming down the outside Queen of Brooklyn claims them all. They were followed then by Prosperous Lady, Bells on her toes, and further out in the track then is making a bit of headway Sculpture's Blue, but it's Queen of Brooklyn joining Jala. Bravish on the rise, checking around them at the 220 metre mark now, and Bravish on the inside, and on the outside Queen of Brooklyn, Jala between them on the rise, can't pick them up, and down the outside Sculpture's Blue, but it's Bravish Clear. Flashing home is Sculpture's Blue, Bravish in front, Sculpture's Blue grabbed it and won. Sculpture's Blue, I think, from Bravish, third's tight Jala or Queen of Brooklyn on the rise. Then Calabrasella coming home, followed by Escaway. They were followed back behind horses then by Prosperous Lady, Defiant Wonder, Court Ferry, and amongst the last ones in, pulling up quickly there towards the tail of the field, Calabrasella, but it's actually run around about 5th or so.
looks like 11-2 in a photo. Bruce McAvaney. Another one to Colin Hayes. He didn't have had the favourite in the event on the rise, but just couldn't get up there. But magnificent.
Standing back on the stalls. Set racing. He jumped reasonably, Waverley Star. Royal Heights, one of the last with Mr. Lamondi. Dazzling Duke and Magic Constep away well with Military Plume. Society Bay began all right. Waverley Star's racing ungenerously early with Royal Heights outside of him, Gendré Dinky Flyer. Fair Sir second last, and last Mr. Lamondi. Society Bay took over, Military Plume a length away, a length Royal Heights, Dazzling Duke the run of the race. Waverley Star inclined to pull outside Gendré, Magic Constep, then Dinky Flyer. 2 to Fair Sir and Mr. Lamondi. Not going quickly at the 1100, and Society Bay a length Military Plume, who has settled very well. Royal Heights outside Dazzling Duke, Waverley Star outside Gendré. Then Magic Constep with Dinky Flyer the outside, Fair Sir second last, and Mr. Lamondi last. 900 out, and Highland will start the rev. Society Bay up, she's 3/4 Military Plume. 2 to Dazzling Duke on the inside. Royal Heights outside of it. Waverley Star the centre with Dinky Flyer 3 wide, and Gendré. 2 to Fair Sir, Magic Constep and Mr. Lamonti hooked to the outside. On the turn, Society Bay straightens up a length. Military Plume has had a beautiful run. Dazzling Duke, Royal Heights, Waverley Stars, Gendre and Dinky Flyer. 400 out, Society Bay, 3/4, Military Plume still travelling well. A length away, Royal Heights, Waverley Star being wound up from Gendre and Dazzling Duke. Military Plume at the distance moves up to Society Bay from Royal Heights. Military Plume's taken a narrow lead. He's got it one from Society Bay and Royal Heights. Clark hands and heels on Military Plume and he's drawing away to win 3/4 Society Bay. Royal Heights a slashing run third. Then Dazzling Duke and Waverley Star, Fair Sir Gendre. Then Dinky Flyer, Magic Constep and Mr. Lamonti. 1:36.3 the time. It was a dash home. And Clark was pretty soft on Military Plume. He only really asked him over the last 300. He never hit him with a whip. And this great horse from the Colin Hayes stable is going on his winning ways. Number 6, Military Plume, ridden by Michael Clark. They lose one champion in At Tallack and they get another. Second, 10, Society Bay P. Highland, another very good run. Second in the Memsey now and second in this race. And third has gone to number 9, Royal Heights, a slashing run, I thought. An excellent pointer to the spring. Officially fourth, Dazzling Duke, and fifth, Waverley Star. Like that, 95 and 60, Military Plume. Society Bay 140, Royal Heights 335. The winners by Sir Tristram from Ultraviolet is raced by Swetnam Stud, Robert Sangster, and...
The Kingston Town Stakes. Kaylan on the inside, Devious Lady, the Wyong Cup winner, gives a little rear. Now the starter on his stand. Ready. But no, Restless is the favourite. They're off. Devious Lady jumped out pretty well, and so did Easy Life, and away pretty well was Shining Hero, followed by Kaylan. Coming over Orb and making ground now is Northern Plain, and wider out is Sea Scandal. Down to the 100 metres the first time, and the leader Devious Lady a length on Orb. Third placing Sea Scandal, and fourth one off the rails Northern Plain a length the Night Train. Easy Life the fence, then Shining Hero. Counterfeit Coin caught out wide, Kaylan the inside, then Sazamazan on the outside of Persian Port. 2 to Rising Fear, 1 Son of Bijou, 1 Secret Century, and 3/4 to Peaceful Kingdom. Racing over the crossing at the 1800 as they turn out of the straight, and Devious Lady by about 4 lengths on Orb. Third is Northern Plain, a length to Easy Life, and then Night Train on the outside, followed by Sea Scandal. Kaylan on the rails, a length and a half to Shining Hero, then Counterfeit Coin, Persian Ports as Amazon. Rising Fear being fourth last from Secret Century, Son of Bijou, and Peaceful Kingdom whips them in as the field strings out, working around the second corner. And going down the back of the 1300, Devious Lady of by about 5 lengths now on Orb. 2.5 to Northern Plain, a length to Easy Life, and then Night Train, Sea Scandal. Kaylan on the inside. 2 to Counterfeit Coin on the outside of Shining Hero, then Sazamazan, Persian Port the rail. A length and a half to Rising Fear from Son of Bijou and Secret Century. And still back last of all is Peaceful Kingdom to the 1,000 metres corner. And Devious Lady pilots the field by 2 lengths on Orb. Third is Northern Plain, followed on the inside of the favourite by Easy Life, and a break to Night Train, Sea Scandal, Shining Hero. 2 to Sazamazan, Counterfeit Coin, Kaylan hard ridden over Rising Fear, and then comes Persian Port, Son of Bijou a long way from them, and the joint tail enders, Peaceful Kingdom and Secret Century. Down towards the 650, and Devious Lady a length and a half clear. Second is Orb, third Shining Hero, fourth Northern Plain, a length to Night Train. 1 to Counterfeit Coin, Easy Life, followed by Sea Scandal, and then Son of Bijou, and Sazamazan heads the remainder, homeward bound in the Kingston Town Stakes. Devious Lady taken on by Orb, a length away. Third is Northern Plain, asked for his big effort now, and then Easy Life getting into the open, and she's running on, and at the head of the other, Secret Century. At the 200 metres, and Orb shows the way. Devious Lady second. At this stage dropping off now, and Easy Life comes after Orb, and then Northern Plain and Sazamazan running home, then Counterfeit Coin, but Easy Life takes the lead. Sazamazan flying on the outside. Easy Life. Easy Life, a nose to Sazamazan, I feel, and third on the outside, Peaceful Kingdom from last. Orb wilted, then a break in proceedings to Rising Fear, Sea Scandal. Northern Plain didn't go on. Counterfeit Coin weakened in the last bit, and so did Devious Lady, then Secret Century, Night Train. Further back in the field came Persian Port, Shining Hero, Son of Bijou, and tailed off Kaylan.
Well, Ian Craig had a second look, so we'll stick with 14-12 and a photo there. A little bit disappointing for number 1 Northern Plum.
Crossing around him on the crest, and then Corny back on the inside. Moving up deep, Red Royale. There's another one there with them obscured from view at the moment. Back in behind horses. That horse was Kingsview. Back in behind them then came making round between runners Easy Access. And in that division too was Pacific Game and also Romantic Storm back there with them. And they were followed further back by Lee Cordova, who's one of the last with Habitual Gold. They've had the pace on, and accordingly they're starting to string out as they work along the far side, where Grand Ray led by 2. In second position, Handy Money. 2 lengths, Caledonian Desire. 2.5 away, Lord Runner. Then Star Brigand on the inside. Romantic Storm goes up midsection with Kingsview. Alphattastack badly shut away on the rail. Brogan around him, and they were followed further back by Red Royale. Corny checking behind them. Then Pacific Game getting up on his inside and off the track out wider on the crest. Then Easy Access back with Lee Cordova, and Habitual Gold is last. Grand Ray has kept this honest pace-wise as they work on the side of the 800. He's 3 in front of Handy Money, a length away Caledonian Desire from behind that horse moving around it. 3 lengths away to Kingsview, followed then by Star Brigand, Lord Runner. Then came Alphattastack, ridden into the race from Romantic Storm, and on the crest joins in out wide as Alphattastack is asked to improve, followed by Brogan. They pack behind them from Lee Cordova, followed by Pacific Game, and then Easy Access, followed by Red Royale, Habitual Gold. Homeward bound, Handy Money heads Grand Ray. 2 lengths away then Caledonian Desire struggling, so too is Kingsview. Alphattastack not putting in at the moment. Further back with him Lord Runner and Star Brigand, but it's Grand Ray and Handy Money. They've gone hard throughout, and they might have pinched this race between them. It's Handy Money and Grand Ray, then Star Brigand running on, but Handy Money's going to be a little too solid. Pacific Aim will run a place yet again, but Handy Money wins it from Grand Ray. Pacific Aim, Alphattastack, I really couldn't find excuses. Then Star Brigand, Kingsview, Lee Cordova made some ground in behind those. They were followed further back towards the inside section, then by on the crest and Easy Access, and further back in the division Caledonian Desire, Corny, Red Royale. Lord Runner, never a chance, was one of the last home. Romantic Storm beating a few in.
Well, there we go. 14, 12 and 8 Victoria Park. 14 is Handy Money. 12 Grand Ray, and number 8 was Pacific Aim. Bruce, do you think it was a little bit disappointing by the Colin Hayes trained Alphattastack?
Tony had every chance, and I agree with Ron.
Laid in the same event. Have a look at that. $16.15, $3.40. Sazamazan $1.25 and 8 Peaceful Kingdom $13.05. Quinella $74.75. Bruce predicted a fair trifecta. It wasn't a bad one. $15,336.10. And the extra double $417.65. Hope you got it. Let's look at the openers now in Sydney. Pacific Aim. The Quinella $634.30. I think Bruce got the trifecta, $21,107.30. Just $6,000 more than you got in Sydney. The openers in Adelaide for the
Lonely Dream of the all-white in 3 Towie. Kennedy drawn out wide with Cup Start. Racing. Kennedy ran out from 4 at the start. Rancho Ruler was away well. He beat Gold Trump out. Prince Anton began all right with Omnicore, and Kennedy showing great speed early to lead Rancho Ruler, and Hello Melbourne going fast with Run Riot. Cupstar not far away. Cindy's Appeal in behind those with Spacecraft and Disputed Pearl. Going up to the 900, and Kennedy led Lonely Dreamer and Rancho Ruler. Run Riot, Disputed Pearl, Prince Anton in behind them with Omnicore. Gold Trump in a bit of trouble as Cupstar's moved up quickly on the outside. Hello Melbourne's about 6th and 3 lengths off the lead. Further back Spacecraft, Gold Trump, Cindy's Appeal. Coming onto the course proper, Kennedy, Rancho Ruler and Cupstar joining in quickly. Tucked in behind them, Lonely Dreamer, Disputed Pearl, Run Riot, Omnicore. Then Hello Melbourne and Gold Trump. Rancho Ruler's taken a narrow lead, but he's under pressure with Carpstart shading him on the outside. Disputed Pearl coming at them at the distance from Lonely Dreamer and Gold Trump. Rancho Ruler just in front of Carpstart. Gold Trump late from Lonely Dreamer. Rancho Ruler fighting back ahead in front. Carpstart has another crack at him with Lonely Dreamer. Carpstart goes to Rancho Ruler. They're going to hit it together. Carpstart has beaten maybe Lonely Dreamer or Rancho Ruler. Nearly a dead heat second. Then Gold Trump from Disputed Pearl. Prince Anton from Hello Melbourne. Omnicore, Cindy's Appeal from Run Riot. Second last Kennedy and Spacecraft. What a race. 110.6. Colin Hayes and Michael Clark have done it again. I just thought he might have needed the run on the way to the Barrier Cup start. It was a magnificent race. He had Rancho Ruler well beaten at the 300, and then Rancho Ruler looked for a stride as if he had fought him off. He got a long neck, I guess, in front of him. And then Clark and Dowdy sat down to fight it out. And Lonely Dream has been a magnificent run, and so's Gold Trump not far away. And they've hit it together, but Carpstar will get it. Judge goes for a photo. Number 1 will get it, and number 1 does get it. Carpstar ridden by M. Clark. It's very tight between Rancho Ruler and Lonely Dreamer for second, and Gold Trump is inches away. Lonely Dreamer $9 and Rancho Ruler 65 cents. And we're talking about the people that were paying $3 million. It was Robert Sank.
Okay, the Gloaming Stakes, named after a great champion of the 1920s, once unplaced in 67 starts. Gloaming, stalls open and they're off and running. A great start it was too, and Majestic Drums and Hit Again Benny are the best out. Roman General jumped well. Marshall pushing Sky Chase along in the early part to hold a forward spot, and then Marauding followed by Cardiac and Lygon Arms. Pablo's Pulse trapped out a bit deep in the early part and back towards the tail. Please Reply and Poor Landic inside the 1600 metres mark, and Hit Again Benny got clear now over Roman General. Running third, Majestic Drums, and a length away Sky Chase on the inside of Marauding, and Pablo's Pulse is striding along 3 deep at the 1400 mark. 2 lengths away Cardiac on the inside of Lygon Arms, and the last couple of Please Reply and Poor Landic. The pace is very brisk as they go to the 1200 mark, and Hit Again Benny, winner of the Gosford Classic recently, is in front by 2 lengths to Roman General on the inside of Majestic Drums. A length and a half then to Pablo's Pulse on the outside of Sky Chase, followed by Marauding, Cardiac, Lygon Arms, Poor Landic second last, and Please Reply whip them in as they go to the top turn. 900 out, and Hit Again Benny is lobbing along in front, led by a length on Majestic Drums. A neck away Roman General, who wanted to spit out the bit and is now being heeled along by Tiley. Further back Pablo's Pulse, who's travelling well for Wayne Harris on the outside of Sky Chase, niggled a bit now by Marshall. Further back is Marauding, and then Lygon Arms, Cardiac under heavy pressure, and Poor Landic and Please Reply, the joint tail enders, and again they're starting to bunch up on the corner. Hit Again Benny is first into the straight in the Gloaming over Majestic Drums. Roman General flat chat. Sky Chase on the outside is now looming up to them, followed by Lygon Arms and Cardiac, and Marauding is behind a wall of horses, but he's flat out as they straighten up. 300 out, and Hit Again Benny giving a ton of cheek is still in front. Sky Chase grabbing him quickly. Further out is Lygon Arms. Sky Chase is nearly level with Hit Again Benny. Lygon Arms wants to hang in, he can't get to them, and Sky Chase exploded to the lead, and it's all over. Sky Chase is racing away to win the Gloaming Stakes brilliantly. Sky Chase beat Hit Again Benny. Gallant in defeat. Third, Lygon Arms. Fourth, Please Reply. Fifth, Marauding, and well back Poor Landic, and then Roman General, Cardiac. Pablo's Pulse did nothing in the run home and tailed off his Majestic Drums. The Marauding bubble has burst in no mean order. Never ever going to win at any stage, and was as flat as a strap from the moment they turned for home. He just hasn't come up at all, Marauding. Sky Chase has, however. And look at that action, look at that stride. He gets over a ton of ground and he races away to score brilliantly. 90 and 60 on the TAB. 90 and 60, a son of Star Way. And, oh, Ken, isn't he a top cult?
Yes, John.
2-8 at quarter time. The Hawks 3-2-20. The Blues 1-2-8. And we're ready now for the presentation. 7 and 5. 2 Sky Chase $1.60. 7 Hit Again Benny $2.65. 5 Lygon Arms 85 cents. Quinella $19.65, and the trifecta $127.10. They're moving in Adelaide.
Cup Group 3. Perfect day for racing. They're off at the first attempt too, and a tidy start. Barbie Girl jumped well, so did Lucky Quattro. The stablemate, an Overland Boy, showing good speed, is vying for the lead with the pair of them, and so is Princess Calabrina. The mare Princess Calabrina gradually drawing clear of Overland Boy by the 1400. Lucky Quattro caught wide. Young Vigilante's right up in the thick of things, and on his inside, Alshin Ferrara's driven right up on the rail to second. They were followed by Beau George, who jumped fairly well. Barbie Girl in the centre toyed the rail, 2 to Super Sid Novelle. Oriental Millet's outside, a length and a half. French Cotton to the jumper, the stayer, I should say. Bourbon Boy moving up around him. 2 lengths further back, the Romantic Red, followed then by Fedora. Then came Hollinger, and last of all is Just a Hobo, but about to make a move. They work onto the side, and Alshin Farah has gone to the lead. A length and a quarter in front of Princess Calabrina, nursed now. 800 to go. Third is Young Vigilante, given the run of the race, and Lucky Quattro pulling fourth. Then Beau George toyed. Next into the action, Super Sid off around them. Oriental Oriental Mill follows it up. Then came Overland Boy as they packed before the turn. Feeder are making ground. Neville held up in a traffic jam. Just a hobo around him, and on the inside of him was French Cotton and Barbie Girl. Then Bourbon Boy, Romantic Red second last into the running, and last of all is Hollinger. They kick now at the 400. Elsham Farrar got a break of 2 or 3 to Young Vigilante, struggling to second. Princess Calabrina. Beau George is running a bit of a race. Then Overland Boy followed by Super Sid. Just a hobo down the outside, but the imported galloper Elsham Farrar's gone for home. He races down with about 100 to go. He's clear. He's got the Escort Cup Group 3 all sewn up. Young Vigilante runs a big race to second, but it's Elsham Farrar, Young Vigilante, Beau George, and fourth Overland Boy. Nouvelle fifth, a big run. They were followed by Bourbon Boy, a nice staying effort. Back in behind that Division 2 came Federer, Just a Hobo, Barbie Girl, Lucky Quattro, French Cotton, all not far away. Further back, Super Sid pulling up quickly, Princess Calabrina, Hollinger, and towards the tail was Oriental Mill.
No doubt about the winner in the Escort Cup. 8, Elsham Farrar gets the decision past the post. 15 is second, and that's Young Vigilante, and 14 appears to be third, Beau George, and that is ridden by D. Coleman. But very, very impressive win there by Elsham Farrar, and I think if I'm correct, Bruce, it's Colin Hayes' 5th winner so far today. Would that be about right?
Spot on, Tony, and that one, of course, in the same colours as at Tallack. So, Tony, yeah, Hayes in for a terrific day. He's already had...
Elsham Farrar, 145 and 65. 15 Young Vigilante, 425. 14 Beau George, 295. Quinella, 2705. Trifecta, $475.70. 6 and 7. Equal favourites in the next in Adelaide. They're about to jump at Flemington. Let's go to Bruce.
Tony, still 3 even sort of a race. Noble Kit favourite. Bronze Knight, interesting runner with Hall Strong. Light on set. Sansong also going for the cups. Racing. And missing it just a bit, Surveillance, and Whole Sam dropped out after the start as normal. Sword on Lab was best out to lead. Bronze Knight began well, and coming across from the outside, Ballywick and Noble Kit, they're going to take up the running. Mighty Dom in behind those horses with Mr. Ben, King's Comment, Lagana, Sansong, Hall Strong back about 3/4 of the way through the field, with behind him Pekka McGuess, Surveillance. Back third last, Prondre with Whole Sam and Laura Don. Past the 1600 and Ballywick about a neck in front of King's Comment. 2 then to Sword on Lad on the inside of Noble Kit. A length further back on the field of Mr. Ben on the fence. Bronze Knight on its outside. 1 to Mighty Dom, outside of it Lagana. A length and a half Sansong, King Matthias the rail. A half to Hall Strong. 2 to Pekka McGuess. A neck the way then to Surveillance. About 2 lengths to Prondre third last. Lauradon last, and on its outside is Whole Sam. About 30 lengths first to last past the 1200, and King's Comment ran away 2 lengths Ballywick. A length and a half Noble Kit getting a good run, and so's Sword on Lad, and so's Bronze Knight. On the fence, Mr. Ben, then Lagana, a half the Mighty Dom, Sansong. Hall Strong moving up 3 deep and improving, and then King Matthias now off the rail. 2 to Surveillance, Pekka McGuess. Prondre, Whole Sam and Laura Don. King's Comment lead at the 800 as Light Rain falls about 4 to Ballywick. Noble Kit moved up to be second, a length away Lagana, Bronze Knight, Hall Strong, Sword on Lad. Sansong starting to improve, Mr. Ben coming off the fence from King Matthias, Surveillance and Whole Sam and Mighty Dom. On the turn, they come to King's Comment quickly. Noble Kit left in front into the straight from Bronze Knight. Ballywick in behind them, Sword and Lad. Hall Strong out wider with Lagana, and further out on the track, Mr. Ben, Sansong, King Matthias. Noble Kit kicked away, 2 lengths to Bronze Knight, Clark Hands and Hills. Then Ballywick and Lagana, Hall Strong struggling a bit. Noble Kit a length and a half to Bronze Knight. Now Clark goes for the whip and Ballywick. Noble Kit about a length and a quarter in front of Bronze Knight. Ballywick running on well, but Noble Kit's got a good lead. Clark riding hard on Noble Kit, about 3/4 in front of Treble for Michael. Second Ballywick, third Bronze Knight, Mighty Dom, King Matthias, Lagana. Then Sansong. Behind them, Sword and Lad. Further back on the field would have been Pekka McGuess, Hall Strong. Next home, Mr. Ben, one of the last Surveillance, Prondre, Whole Sam. King's Comment knocked up, and Loradon was always near the tail.